Hi there, my name's Natasha Calzatti from Samys PhotoSchool. In the next 2 minutes, I will show you how to use the range mask in Lightroom Classic more efficiently. Sometimes it's difficult to see the range mask in Lightroom. Let me give you a couple of tips to make this process much easier. Here we are in the Develop module, and let me show you how to use the range masking in a Lightroom more efficiently. So I have this lovely model, and she's wearing a red dress, and then I also have bougainvillea in the background, and I would like to match the color of her dress to the bougainvillea, so I want it to be a little bit more fuchsia color rather than red. So I will go into my brush tool, and in the brush tool, if I turn on my show selected mask overlay, or if I press on the letter O, I will turn my select mask overlay. And what this allows me to do is paint in the mask. But here's the issue. My mask is red, or the overlay is red, and her dress is red, so it's really hard for me to see where I'm painting in the mask. So here's your tip. Hold your shift key and the letter O, and you can cycle through different colors. So we can have it in green, which would make sense for this particular task, or I can also turn it into white or light gray, or I could turn it into black or dark gray, or I could turn it into red again. So I'm just holding the shift key and pressing on the letter O. So I will leave it as red. And here's another tip. So sometimes it's hard to paint the mask very accurately, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to basically paint all over her red dress and spill out a little bit and do a very sloppy job of it. So now that I have that basic mask, I will move into my brush settings under range mask, and I will choose to create this mask by color. So I will pick up my eyedropper tool, and then I will hold my shift key, and I will just select this range of red. And there we go, it just snapped right into the mask. Now the mask is active. I can go ahead and press on the letter O again, and that will hide my mask, if you will, and then I can adjust this color as I wish. So I want it to be a little bit more fuchsia color, so I'll go ahead and add more tint, and I can add a lot more. That looks actually pretty good. Or maybe I'll add a little bit of blue to it, and that is looking pretty darn close to what I wanted. So that looks great to me. Let's do another variation of the same technique. I will use my graduated filter right there, or gradient filter, and I will drag this gradient filter all the way through, even on top of her, and I'll press on the letter O so I can see where it's applying itself. So I'll go ahead and even push it further, and that looks good. And I'll press on the letter O again to hide my mask, and again choose my color option, and with the eyedropper tool I will hold and select this range of the color. And let's see, letter O again. Look at that. Isn't that a nice mask? All the branches are not selected, and the bougainvillea flowers are not selected, so therefore I can just adjust that blue and make it a little bit bluer. I want it a little bit bluer, and maybe just slightly more green, and then maybe just slightly darker on the shadows, and make those shadows pop, and slightly darken possibly the exposure. You see, so nothing is changing as far as the flowers or the branches go, but the background on the wall changes, and this is how quickly and easily I can adjust specific colors with the range mask. If you find this helpful, leave a comment below and let us know how you used your range mask. That's all for this quick hidden tip. Please tap the subscribe button below, and I will send you a new photo editing tip each week. And check out my complete photo editing courses at samyspphotoschool.com.